My name is Byron O'Donnell. I've been here 14 years and I run the steam train. It commutes people from the gondola to the quad. So there is a purpose behind it, not just to ride it, but there's an actual purpose behind it. We provide a service whereas if somebody gets on this train, we try not to have them wait for an extended period of time because it's not in schedule. If they get on and we have enough pressure and we have enough water and wood in here, we take off. It's about the customers, it's not about the train schedule. It was built in 1934 over in Drewitz, Germany by a company of the name of Ornstein and Koppel. It was built for a cement company, and after World War II, a bunch of these small engines were sold to American private interest groups. This particular train ended up in Guilford, New Hampshire. When Loon was first developed, they wanted to tie in the feel of the area when it was a lumbering town into the ski resort. And they wanted to bring the train in because that was the main transportation for this lumber to get off the mountains and into town. It's been here since the 69-70 season from what I can tell. We had a longer run at one point. It went from here down to the river and back, and then they put the quad in. And they put in ram's horns, so they cut it about in half. It's just like starting up a wood stove. Put your kindling in there, small pieces of wood, a little bit bigger pieces of wood, and watch the fire. After the wood, then we have to oil the whole train up. Then after that, you want to add water to the main tank, and that's what stores the water for our trips back and forth. So you want every drop of water out of them cylinders, so you're purging it with steam. You watch it to make sure all the water's out of there, and off you go. But I've always enjoyed trains. Ever since I was a kid, I was the one with the HO set up in the house. And when we moved up here, we were looking around, and Loon being the biggest ski area in the area, I decided to put in an application. 2 years after I started, they needed a second position. It opened up, I took it, and they couldn't get me off it since. The man who trained me, my mentor, pretty much left probably about 3 years after I started on the train. So one day I got a call, they said, "Byron, you're the train guy." So I've been here ever since. Some people don't believe that this runs on wood. You fill up the water right beside the propane tank. So many people think I'm filling it with propane. I literally had a kid, maybe in his 20s, come up here and I showed him the wood. I showed him the fire, and I said, it's a real true blue steam train. It runs on wood. The train mystifies people. What happens is a mom and dad wants to bring Junior up to the front, or little Sally up to the front, and say they want to toot the whistle. The mom and dad will stay up here and ride a couple times up and down the track with me. It's definitely unique, not only for the kids, but the adults enjoy it just as much. What I like specifically about this is knowing that Loon Mountain is preserving history. This is a piece of history.